Hi! In this video, I want to talk to you about what makes the ROG Phone II special and why it will provide you with the best gaming experience possible in landscape gaming mode. ROG Phone II is not like other phones. It was actually designed from the ground up with landscape mode gaming in mind. That might not sound like a big deal to you, but I can assure you it was a real challenge. As you know, phones have very limited space inside, and most manufacturers struggle to fit their flagship phones with top specifications and a big enough battery. In ROG 2, we put in the craziest specifications, plus a battery that will blow the competition out of the water. On top of this, we managed to fit it with all the additional hardware needed to make it work just as well in portrait mode as in landscape mode. Now, to make this possible, we had to design ROG Phone II with a custom L-shaped motherboard that uses a sandwich design. This made room for the monster 6000 mAh battery, the most advanced thermal design we have ever created, a side-mounted port and a 3.5mm audio jack, large front-facing speakers, 4 microphones, and dual vibrators. But I want to tell you a little bit more about the features that makes the ROG Phone II the ultimate phone for landscape mode gaming. Now, one of the most common things when you're playing in landscape mode is that you're covering all the antennas with your hands. Most mainstream phones only have 1 or 2 antennas, but in ROG Phone II, we put in a total of 4 antennas. So that gives you a much higher throughput, lower lag, and higher stability, no matter how you hold your phone. So this will give you up to 4.5 times better performance compared to other flagship phones, which might only have 1 antenna. Next, let's move on to the front of the screen. Nowadays, most phones are going towards smaller bezels, but that's not really a good choice for a gaming phone. We wanted to keep the bezels small, but still existing, and that allows us to fit it with dual front-facing speakers that will not easily get covered by your hands, and there's also much less risk of ghost touches from your palms during that intensive gaming. One of the most popular landscape features are the ultrasonic air triggers, which will give you gamepad-like shoulder buttons with the benefit of being able to control your games with 2 more fingers. Now that is a huge advantage when you're playing mobile games. With ROG Phone II, we added 3 new features for the air trigger. The finger resting trigger, so you don't have to lift your finger between every press, sliding gesture, and dual vibration feature. Another feature that really makes a difference is the ROG Phone's side-mounted port. Now, to have cables with like charging or audio cables hanging out from either side is really uncomfortable when you're playing. So with the side-mounted port, we move those cables away, giving a much more comfortable grip and undistracted gameplay. Although the port is proprietary, it's actually fully compatible with any USB Type-C cable, making it possible for you to connect whatever accessory you want. Next, I want to mention to you about the audio experience. Now, who of you haven't had those moments when the sound from your phone just isn't good or loud enough? Well, in ROG Phone II, we took the speakers to the next level, making it so useful that you will actually be starting to use it more and more without constantly switching to your headphones. These are big speakers with big chambers and DTS:X ultrasound processing, a combination that will give you the most impressive soundstage ever heard from a phone. You will actually be able to hear shots and footsteps coming from your left and right. And I will also say that this is the first phone where you will be able to hear some surround sound when playing video files that has multi-channel audio. Other than good sound, we wanted to make sure that you're heard loud and clear when communicating with your teammates. This is why we put in a total of 4 microphones with noise cancellation, so there's always one which is not covered by your hands. All these specs and features will give you total control and the best gaming experience when playing games in landscape mode. With that said, ROG Phone II is not just for the hardcore gamers. This is a flagship phone which should be considered by any user who's looking for the best overall performance with extreme smoothness and uncompromised speed.